Good morning, everyone. How are you? I hope you are all fine. I miss all of you, my little princesses. Well, we're going to start a new lesson for this week. If you remember last week's lesson, we're talking about the slow changes that occur to the Earth's surface. In this week's lessons, we are going to talk about the fast changes that occur to the Earth's surface. We all know that the Earth's surface is constantly changing, and we divided the changes that occur into slow and fast. The slow processes were weathering, erosion, and deposition. In this week, we are going to talk about the fast changes that occur to the Earth's surface. If I asked you, what are the things that you think that cause a fast change to the Earth's surface? Well, I'm sure that most of you will say volcanoes and earthquakes. Excellent. Now let me start with this activity. Two friends were talking about natural hazards such as volcanoes and earthquakes. They each had different ideas about how natural hazards affect humans. This is what they said. Camilla said, humans cannot stop natural hazards, but they can design ways to control their impact. Impact means their effect. Rodney said, humans have both the technology to prevent natural hazards and control their impact. Well, after reading the two points of view of the two friends that were discussing, who do you agree with the most? Do you agree with Camilla or Rodney? And explain why you agree. So, after I'm done reading this question, I want you please to pause this video and write your answers to submit it as a message on Classera. So don't forget to tell me the name of the person you agree with and why. So you have to tell me the justification of your opinion. Okay? After you're done, let us start by watching this video that talks about how Earth's surface can change rapidly. So let's start it together.
Earth's outer layer is called the crust. The crust rests on another layer called a mantle. These two layers together are divided into pieces called plates. These plates move all the time. This movement can cause rapid changes to Earth's surface. Changes like volcanoes and earthquakes often occur along or near where the plates come together. A volcano is a landform that forms at an opening in Earth's crust where magma reaches the surface. Earthquakes occur along a fault. A fault is a break or crack in rocks where Earth's crust can move suddenly. Earthquakes can be so small you don't notice them, or they can be so big that buildings and bridges get damaged. The damage is often greatest near the epicenter. Water can also cause Earth's surface to change. Heavy rains may loosen rocks on a steep slope. Gravity then pulls the loosened material downward. Rapid downhill movement of a large amount of rock and soil is a landslide. Too much rain can cause rivers to overflow and flood large areas of land. Sometimes a lack of water can damage Earth. Droughts are long periods of time with low rain or snowfall. A severe drought can change the surface of Earth by reducing the amount of water in rivers and lakes. Got it? Sure you do.
Okay, so if I asked you, what are the examples of things that were mentioned in the video that shows an effect, a rapid effect on the Earth's surface? Very good. I'm sure that most of you said volcano, earthquakes, landslides, floods, and droughts. Excellent. Great job. Now, we are going to talk in today's lecture about volcanoes. But before this, let me introduce the Earth's moving plates. was mentioned in the video, the Earth's outer crust rests on top of another layer called the mantle. The crust and the top of the mantle are divided into very large pieces called plates, which are called the Earth's plates. The plates move all the time. This movement can cause rapid changes in the Earth's surface. Sometimes this movement is felt, we can feel it, and sometimes it's negligible, that we cannot feel it at all. Now, I want you please to pause this video and answer question 1. Suppose that an area experiences frequent earthquakes. What might you conclude about that area? Okay, after you're done, let's move to the first effect or the first reason of the rapid changes in the Earth's atmosphere. So the first example is talking about volcanoes. Can anyone tell me what is a volcano? Well, if you said that a volcano is a landform, it's a mountain and has an opening in the Earth's crust, you're right. A volcano, by definition, is a landform that forms at an opening in the Earth's crust where magma reaches the surface. Well, what is magma? You all know that magma is very hot, and it's actually because of the melting of the rock. If you remember the lesson we took about the types of the rocks, we said that many rocks can melt, so they can melt and form into another types of rocks. Well, that's magma. So when the rock melts, magma is formed. Actually, when a volcano erupts, the magma reaches the surface and is called lava. So lava is when it reaches the ground. So when it's still inside the mountain, the mountain or the volcano, it's called magma. When it reaches the ground or the surface, it's called lava. Lava is still very hot, and it can burn the surface or the land around it. Sometimes the pressure builds up so that the gases in the magma also explode. Hot rocks, gases, ash, and other particles burst from this opening, and these are called vents. Well, what is the effect of volcanoes on the nearby land or on the city or the forest that where this volcano is located? Nearby forests or cities may be covered by the lava, by the burning lava. The volcano and the surrounding area may be reshaped. When I say reshaped, it means that it's shaped again. So this is the effect of volcanoes on the surface of the earth. So it reshapes, it causes reshaping of the land where the volcano was there. An eruption can also cause floods, landslides, and tsunamis, which are huge ocean waves. Well, these are not the only effects of the volcanoes on the Earth's atmosphere, but I want you to tell me the rest of these effects. So if you already know the answer, you can just directly type the answers of all the questions that I'm going to assign for you and send them all together as one message on Classera. If you don't know the answer, you might search for it, and that's okay. So up till now, we are going to solve question 1 in page 261 in your book. We are going to solve questions 2 and 3, page 262 in your book, as well as the question I told you at the beginning, which is to tell me with whom do you agree about the statements that they were arguing on, and the question that I told you now, the effects of the volcano on the lands around it. So this was the end of our today's lecture. Let me make a quick summary for what we said. We said that the Earth's crust is made of big pieces called the plates, together with the top of the mantle, which is another layer called the mantle at the top of the Earth's outer crust. These plates move all the time. Sometimes we don't feel this movement, sometimes we do. And the volcano was the first example we're talking about concerning the rapid changes to the Earth's surface. And a volcano is a landform that forms at the opening of the Earth's crust. And there's a huge pressure that occurs, cause the molten rock to burst, and this is called the magma. Once it reaches the floor or the land, it is called the lava. And this lava reshapes the surrounding area. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any question, please type it or record it on the discussion room that I will open for this week, which will be called Grade 4, Week 4. Do not hesitate to ask me anything, and I'm waiting for your answers as a message on Classera. Have a nice day.